All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a powerful pleasure to be able to start off this with us again today, being the 25th of August, 2022. It's my excitement to see all of us in here, very ready to jump into this. So I hope we all had a great day. Thank you so much for everybody who is joining us and coming in on board to listen to this opportunity. Because as we say, and I like it that somebody said that opportunity dances with those who are already on the dance floor. So I hope you can hear me well. Please, if you can, type it on the chat box, because I know we lost the audio with Anastasia a little while ago. But if you can hear me, please let me know. Jane Gotta, welcome. Thanks. I see you can hear me now. So loud and clear. Yeah, let's get to make this happen. Let's get to do it. So welcome again this evening. As I said, my name is Albert Nation, famously known as Dollar Zone. And so we are going to go right ahead and discuss and have a good time. This is about you. It's about us. And as we say, we are welcoming you to the virtual AVS business presentation that is as amazing as it looks. So it's my pleasure to take us through this. My Afro-Duo partner, Nuala Mtali, sends her greetings, and she asks of your prayers again in many different things. And she will be joining us again. So here I am sitting in just to be able to make this happen in a very powerful way. So quickly, we move into our content for the day, because a good business doesn't have a lot to say. We just have a lot of money to make, and that is the direction that we want all of us to go. So again, welcome, karibuni, bienvenue. I don't know how many other languages I can do this, but sit down and let us have this great time. So virtual airtime vending software, that would be the most important part for us to start. When somebody hears virtual AVS, what exactly does this mean? And I want to start by explaining that. Many of us know that for a long time, what happened is we started off by buying voucher cards or credit cards or airtime cards from the shop. Technology has been changing along with us. So you realize you could go to the shop and give either 50 shillings, 100 shillings, 250. And what normally happens for that card to have moved from the mobile service provider all the way to the retailer so that you as the customer could get it, definitely it's business. And so a card worth probably 100 shillings would move from the super dealer to the sub dealers to the retailers to the regional distributors all the way to the shop. These people, to do this, they all needed to be in business. So a card would probably leave the mobile service provider at maybe 85 shillings for 100 bob, and travels all the way to the distribution system, all the way to the shop. By the time it gets to your local neighborhood, maybe the person has bought it at 97 and you end up buying it at 100 shillings to get value for your 100 shillings worth of airtime. Now, that was a traditional distributing system, which is physical, and you buy a scratch card. So now, what is virtual AVS doing? It takes all that and makes it digital, so that now they buy the bulk airtime straight from the mobile service providers and put it into their own repository. So the small commissions or a cashback that they get discounted due to the bulk purchase is exactly what they share with us. And so how does that happen? Instead of one person making the money, they decide, can we share this amongst many people in the team? And that's what virtual AVS does. It is simply a distribution system that helps us to monetize, and you're going to be able to see this. So I thought it was important to bring in that process so that now you know, where does virtual AVS get its airtime, and how do we take advantage of this, and that is definitely what we are talking about. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We're going to be able to move on and talk about how this system empowers us. So this is a system that allows you to convert airtime users anywhere in the world to become your loyal customers, earning you passive income. And I want to explain that clearly and very well, because this is exactly what our business is all about. When we talk about becoming millionaires, when we talk about becoming distributors who are wealthy, this statement is what you need to focus on. That it is a system that allows you, yes, you who is listening here, the 18 of us who are listening here, this is a system that allows you to convert airtime users anywhere in the world. Just listen to that. Airtime users anywhere in the world become your loyal customers and they earn you passive income. Now, that's a powerful statement. Why do I talk about it that way? Because we are simply saying that all these people who are getting onto this level are airtime users. So ask yourself, how many airtime users do you personally know? How many airtime users are around you even now as we're doing this discussion? Literally everybody around you loads airtime. Now, this app promises you that all those people who load airtime become your loyal customers. Who is a loyal customer? A loyal customer is a person who sticks to your product or service and pays you for it. They do not go to any other shop. They stick to your shop. Now, imagine an app that is converting these people into loyal customers for you and paying you passive income. What is passive income? Passive income means you're going to be earning and earning and earning for you only putting in initial work. And that's what we are talking about. You're just going to be doing the initial work, whereby like you start and then it goes on autopilot. And so you will be earning and earning and earning. I'm sure that is a great opportunity that anybody would want, because you do not want a situation whereby you have to work forever to make money. What if when you cannot work? What if for some reason you cannot get up and go do work? Do you stop earning? That is exactly what happens with most active income, because active income means you have to go physically work for you to do any service or for you to share any product for you to make money. But passive income means you started off a process that now automatically continues to work for you. Now, those are statements that I want you to be thinking about even as we move forward. So as a world-class system, it gives you this opportunity that you're being able to monetize one of the fastest moving consumer products in the world. As in, these are totally amazing advantages. Can you imagine now we've been told that all mobile users become your loyal customers. They pay you passive income. This is an ever expanding opportunity. You know where mobile phone technology has come from to where it is today. And you're going to see some data in a short while, even as we move on. Then finally, we are being told that you are monetizing one of the fastest moving consumer products in the world. Why are we talking about fastest moving consumer products? Ask yourself, just in a month, let's give it a month, even for the sake of the people who say, oh, I'm on postpaid. Even if you're on postpaid, you still consume airtime in a way every month. Everybody else who is on prepaid will do it daily, they'll do it hourly, they'll do it every single week, every month. You have packages. People consume airtime crazily. Now, can you imagine every time people buy airtime, some money drops into your wallet? Now, that's what we are talking about. And so how then does this app make you earn money from that product? So ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly and precisely what we are talking about. And so I've been able to introduce us to this system, and we are going to move on and look at a very powerful way of how this works. So remember, I've given you about 4 circumstances. We've said it's a global space. Everybody who loads airtime becomes your loyal customer. They pay you passive income, and we are in an industry that is ever expanding to help you make money from the fastest moving consumer product. Even if now you're going to do this business, those are the basis of how powerful this is going to be for you. So I've already introduced us to the system. And what am I saying? That the value of a system lies in the use of it. So now how do you capitalize on this technology so that it works to your advantage? Because I can tell you all these things and it just ends up becoming a story. But unless you take advantage of the system and use it effectively to your advantage and to the advantage of everybody else around you, it will have no value. So today, I want you to see the value of this system so that you can begin habitually using it from today. Why? Because if you as a single person creates a habit of using this technology, you'll be able to want to do what? To pass it on to the next person around you. And when we form a community of mobile users who pay each other commissions for doing what we must do, then we are in business. And that is the sustainability that we are talking about. And so this is very, very exciting. You're going to be able to see why we are talking about this business and why we cannot sleep while we do it, because this is a powerful opportunity. So thank you so much again for everybody who is continuing to join us. Please invite anybody who you think needs to listen to this. You have the link on your WhatsApp. Share it with them if you still need to, so that they do not wish they listened to me today. But I want all of us to be in this together so that we see what is the value of this system. How does it empower us and make us great? So I hope up to that level, the introduction that I've been able to share already has excited you enough so that you want to listen more and more and more. This is massive. And we are only talking about airtime. Remember, I'm going to talk about many other things. We've only started with airtime. Why then have we started with airtime? This is what I want to be able to share with us. So the system that is running is founded and created by people. Obviously, there has to be a team behind the business that we're doing. And you can see our CEO there. You can see the marketing director. These are people we communicate with. And right now, they continue to sit in the back end and work so that the app can be able to deliver the services to us. And so as I talk about this, that is what I'm saying. Daisy Sheriff, CEO, said Norwood, these are the people behind it. And as you can see, the business started just in the year 2020 during the height of the pandemic. And so why did that business start? Because I can tell you that people were thinking, now that the pandemic has hit, people are losing their businesses, people are no longer having the purchasing power, people are not spending the way they're supposed to spend. How then do we factor in an industry that continues to thrive? And why did the airtime industry continue to thrive? Because everybody wanted to be online. You were being told to work from home, work online, go virtual. Zoom blew up, and so much continued to happen. But how then do you go online? You can only go online when either you are on Wi-Fi or you are on data. And for you to be able to be on data, you have to buy airtime. And so airtime business hit the roof. The companies, the mobile service providers continued to hit the roof. Now, somebody thought, why don't we take advantage of this fast-moving consumer product? Do you now see what I'm talking about? Look at even your habits with your mobile phone. How many times do you touch it? How many times do you want to go online? How many times do you want to Google something? How many times do you want to reach out to people via text, via WhatsApp, via call? Airtime is massive. And that is why within just 2 years, the app is already functional with over 347 mobile service providers. And you're going to see a list in a short while. What do we mean by 347 mobile service providers? It means that using this app, you can distribute airtime if you need to for over 347 mobile service providers in the entire space and countries that the app is functional. You're getting it? So you could be in Kenya and you can buy airtime for anybody in Jamaica, in Nigeria, in Haiti, in Botswana, in South Africa, and vice versa. Somebody in Ghana can send you airtime when you are here. every activation has been done. And that is how powerful it is. So having looked at that, then we are talking about statistics. Remember, I told you about the magnitude and scope of this business. And now we are saying that by the end of the year 2021, remember now we are almost heading to the year 2023, that wireless telecom service are expected to generate more than 1 trillion. That was the year 2021. Are you getting it? But in actual sense, that was an expectation. What then happened? It actually doubled to almost 2 trillion. Now, what then are we saying? If this is a 2 trillion, now heading almost to 2.53 trillion industry globally, that we want you to be part of this revenue, because this is what companies are making out there. So how do you as a person sit on this and benefit? How do you become part of the people who earn the income from this big successful industry? Ladies and gentlemen, sit back and listen, because that is the direction where we are headed. And as you can see, you're being welcomed to the dining table so that you can be part and parcel of what we are talking about. So the business currently, as I said, is running in these different countries. And so we are talking about continents in Africa, countries in Africa, Asia Pacific, and other places which are the Caribbean, and right now even in the US. Based on different programs that are being developed, that are coming in, the app literally is global. You can work with it from any part of the world. But why did we focus on these 3 continents? Because that is where we still have the largest number of mobile phone users who load airtime. And remember, our core product is airtime. I hope we are together. I hope we are flowing together, and I've brought you peacefully and steadily to now understand, why do you need to be in this business? Why are we going to create the millions out of this business? Because now that is where we are at. Airtime is the fastest moving consumer product. And at this point, I feel very obligated to say that there are people who we talk to and they're like, oh yes, but me, I'm on postpaid, so I don't use airtime. Number one, postpaid is a good convenience and it's okay to be able to have it. But number two, what would you prefer between a convenience, which is a bill you still have to pay at the end of the month, and a business which can give you so much money that you will even not know how much airtime you can buy, because it is so much. So it's just how you conceive and perceive this business. It's okay to be on postpaid, and that's a powerful statement and a business to do or an opportunity to have. But I can guarantee you, if postpaid can make you not be part of a business, then unless you have so much money out there. But all that I'm saying is, between a convenience and a global business, what do you prefer? Because, hey, you'll still need to pay the bills. So why not make money and pay your bill out of virtual airtime vending software? Powerful enough? That's where we are. So even if you're on postpaid, welcome to the business. It is for you. It works for you. And I'll tell you why, even being on postpaid, still this serves you. Remember, I told you that we are going to share a list of countries where the app is already active and working. Here we go. So many countries, 31, 32, 33 as we go, that airtime has been activated. And this list is available. You can always get it from the person who invited you to this Zoom. I see we are now a whole 24 of us. Congratulations. Thank you for taking that time to be able to be here. So what then are we now telling you to do? Remember, I've brought you through the process. I've mentioned the idea of why virtual AVS is powerful. And remember, we said it helps you to make customers who are using airtime to become loyal to you and pays you passive income. I explained passive income and talked about how amazing this is, because you make money just out of a process, out of a system. You start the process and the money continues coming. Active income means if you don't go out there to work, no money comes in. Now, that is the challenge. But when we talk about passive income and leveraging and networking, then this is very powerful. Why? Because you don't work by yourself. Are you getting it? You work and other people also work. So when you cannot work, other people are working. When you are not loading airtime, other people are loading airtime. When you are not building your team, other people are building your team. For whatever reason, the system continues to work on your behalf perpetually. And that is why we're inviting you to the dining table so that you can also benefit. Because globally, 5.22 billion unique mobile phone users, man, we have a space that is as powerful and as big as this is. So if you're flowing with the business and you're learning something, please go to the chat box and say, yes, Dollar Zone, I'm learning a lot. If this is your first time, I want to welcome you to this presentation. Thank you so much for taking that time to join us. So just go to the chat box and say, yes, I'm learning something. What are you learning? Can you put in a small phrase of what you've learned that is new today? Put in a sentence and say, this is what I've captured, and this is why I think this opportunity actually works for me. It will be amazing to hear some of the things that you are learning out of this presentation. So remember, this is big. Very, very big, and we want you to share in the dining table. So how then do you get to become part? What brings you to the dining table? How do you sit there for you to be able to learn? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a business, and as a good business, definitely you must invest. Nothing great comes for free. And so we say, go to the Google Play Store and download the virtual AVS app. You can see the icon there, a very nice red rose flower, then click on register and sign up, fill a form that will help you to be able to move on from there. After you fill that form, obviously the person who invited you will give you what we call an upline number. And I saw some people do that today. We were with Jane, and I think Jane is here. Congratulations. She just picked it up, downloaded, and put in the upline number, created an account. And that's how amazing that Jane had a great time just picking this conversation from somewhere. And that is how easy it is to sell this. So once you have created what we call your customer account, when you've downloaded the app and signed up, you've created what we call a customer account. So what then do you do? Raise $69. $69 is what gives you a license to now start making money out of the app, because a free customer account does not give you money. You can use it. Yes, you can learn how the app works. You can experience it, but it doesn't give you any income. But when you spend $69 to buy your user license, then you are in business for 2 years or 24 months. What then happens in these 24 months with your $69? I'm going to tell you that in a short while, how that happens. Then we say you buy airtime float and begin loading airtime using the app. All that again is in the tutorials, and we are going to talk about it. When you have done your $69, you have a second opportunity for more income. And what happens with more income is when you upgrade your license. Remember, you bought a license for $69, and that gives you 2 years with 3 multi-streams of income. Then now we are saying if you upgrade with $75, you add an extra way of making even more passive income. And I'm going to give you the details in just a short while. Then continue recommending, because remember I asked you a question and I said, how many people around you are loading airtime today, even as we talk? How much airtime have you used since the day began, since the week began, since the month began, since the year began? Better still, since you bought your phone. Now, how much have you been earning out of all that airtime? And today you have an opportunity to say, enough is enough. I've been earning $0 from the airtime. It's time for me to start making money. And at this point is where I will introduce a statement that we talk about, and we say cents making sense. So I want you to know that when we talk about cents making sense, what exactly does that mean? How do cents begin to make sense to you and to your neighbor and to everybody else? Because ladies and gentlemen, this is powerful. So when you download the app, you're going to get a user interface with icons that look like this. You have buy services, sell services, and many more icons. All these are on the app. You click on them and they will take you to the various and respective operation that you need to have. Buy services is by far the best, and it has a lot of options of what you need to do, but I know everybody wants to check out the wallet. Hey, what's in my wallet? How do I use it? So that's an amazing way for your phone to look, because you have so many apps on your phone. Now imagine this one is making you money. It's not just an app for you to just enjoy, like many other apps that sometimes we don't even use on our phone. But this is what is there, you know. So again, like I said, welcome to everybody else who is joining us. Now let's look at the core business. How then do we now begin to make money? That is what is powerful. How do we begin to make money? So remember, I've shared that you as a person, you've downloaded your app, you have registered and created your customer account, you have gone ahead and bought your user license, meaning now you are a legal partner in the business. So how then do you begin to make money? So we say that you have come in as Peter, as Francis, as Bonventure, as Melinda, you know, as Jane, as Albert, you know. What happens? That now you go out there and start referring other people to the opportunity that you have just learned. Because when you find a good thing, then you share it with other people. So what happens? You've gone out there, share it with just 3 people. Let's look at a model of just 3 people. This is for the sake of numbers. Some of you are so powerful, you can bring in as many people as you want. But just for the sake of numbers, let's talk about 3. So when you 3 duplicate and replicate the same thing that you've done, your team grows by 9. When the 9 also replicate the same model, your team grows by 27, 81, and it continues going. So why then are we talking about the network marketing model at this point? Because this is the best way to bring in skill, talent, money, resources that you did not even have. People will join your team who can do some amazing and wonderful things. People probably whom you've never met, you don't even know where they are, which country they are in, but they will be working on your behalf. This is the only way that a business thrives globally. Because you're using technology and working with people who are active, who have their own money, who have their own talent, who have their own skill. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why network marketing is the most powerful business model. In any other business, yet you might have people around you. But do you know what? It all depends on the mood. It depends on religion. It depends on politics. It depends on a good relationship. When your relationship with people changes, you're fearing for your business. Like right now in Kenya, you know, leadership is changing. Maybe you are doing business with a certain politician and now they're no longer politicians. What happens to your business? You start getting worried. Oh, what if, what if, what if? But if you had built a system that works for you, a system cares less about politics. It cares less about religion. It cares less about relationships that get spoiled. You will continue to make money out of that system as long as people use it. And that is why rich people continue to be rich, because they do not do things that only depend on certain parameters. For them, they set up a large establishment and everybody continues to use that service. So now you are being given that same opportunity to run a global business with just $69, or to be better still, with $144 for 5 years. Are you getting it? Now, that's why I'm saying this is the business everybody must jump into and get to do with immediate effect. So where is the money? You know, let's now begin to show us the money. Where is the money? Because remember, the company promises you that when you play your part, the app will play its part. So this is now where the cents begin to come in. And number one, so you as a person has joined the business, you've created your app, you've bought your license. What then do you start to benefit? What will the app or the company do to you? When you load your own airtime, when you buy your own airtime float, what do I mean by buying airtime float? Because the app has an option of you buying float, then you use that float to now buy your own airtime or even sell airtime. Now, do you see where I told you that whether you're on postpaid or prepaid, it doesn't matter? Because the app pays you for doing what? For buying the airtime float, not using the airtime. So when you buy airtime float of $1, $3, $7, $10, $100, whatever it is that you buy, you as a person, you earn 0.5% of that float that you've bought. Are you getting it? That becomes your first income as a person. Even before you recruit or bring in any other partners, you begin earning your 0.5% of every float you buy. Once you've bought this float, now that is what you use to buy airtime or to send other people airtime. So that is income number one. Number two, you can also buy what we call utility float. When you buy utility float, which is now what we are using to do various amounts of utility services. It could be paying for your water bills, paying for the electricity bills, going to shop, going to buy stuff, going to pay for your Uber, paying for your hotel. All these are services that are currently being developed in a powerful way. In Kenya already, we can shop at Naivas and many other places when you buy your utility float. Now, can you imagine where shopping pays you back money? Not just points, but this is now money all paid in dollars. We can try this out and it works. It will continue to get better with time because the business is just on its starting stages. So two things, you're earning from float, airtime float, and you're earning from utility commissioned float. Those ones you will begin earning immediately you start buying those float as soon as now. Then, because now the business is giving you advantage, you go right ahead and share it with your spouse. You share it with your colleagues. You share it with other staff. You share it with your chama. You share it with your teammates. Share it with your neighborhood. It all depends on who you know. Whenever you talk to just one person who does the same thing that you have done, and what is that? They come in and also download their app, they buy their license, and they begin to buy their own float. You're in business. Why? Because this one person who buys their license will earn you $10 pronto, immediately. That is $10 that has come your way for you bringing in only one person. Then this person is buying their license because they also need to do the business. So they will also begin buying their airtime float from the same app. When they do that, remember, they will earn their 0.5%, but you too will earn 0.4% of the entire airtime float that they buy. Are you seeing now you've begun earning more money from other people? When they also buy their utility float, again, a 0.04% comes your way. So now you are earning from your own airtime float, you are earning from your own utility float. Now you've begun earning from other people joining the business and buying their licenses. That's number three. Number four, you are earning from the people who have joined. You are earning from their own airtime float. And number five, you are earning from their own utility commission. So are you seeing 5 ways of you making money have come in just because you've brought in one extra person? That's powerful. And I can tell you that is massive. Now, when the one person you've brought brings in their one person, you still continue to earn. When the second person continues to bring their people all the way to the 10th level and going all the way to the 15th level, you are still earning. So you have a whole 15 levels of making money in 6 ways, actually by now in 5 ways from multiple people. So all you need to do is bring a community of mobile phone users together all over the world. And trust me, there is no limit to the amount of money you will make for people doing what they must do. I love this product. You know, I love this product. And remember, I've talked about 5 ways of earning. And if you remember them, please go to the chat box and type the one that really excites you. We said you earn from your own airtime float. You earn from utility float. Those are 2 by yourself. When you bring in somebody, you earn from their license commission. That is number 3. Then you earn from their team. You are going to earn from their airtime float also, and you're going to earn from the team utility commission. So we have 5 ways of making money. Please type those in the chat box. If you are hearing me and listening and getting excited, just type the number of options you have to make money, because when you do it, it sticks in your mind. You repeat it, and this will go all the way to the 15th level. Now, I'm going to put that into context and show you what are these percentages we are talking about. And some of us will not sleep tonight because we want to be millionaires tomorrow. We want to be millionaires, and this is something that is totally very doable. So remember, the airtime float you earn from is only up to $20 for your own self and from the other people in the team. But when you go beyond $20, now you begin earning 5%. That's a whole lot more money, because now you're spending more, you need to earn more. And so, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the 6th method of how you make money. We've talked about the corporate plan, whereby now, remember, I mentioned that when you've bought your license at $69, you have an option of upgrading your license so that you invest more and you earn more. Are we together? You're investing more to earn more. So investing more to earn more means a corporate business plan has been brought in whereby we now invest further, and the corporate business means you can now earn another percentage every month on the 15th, where you get what we call passive income. Passive income, again, comes in as something that you earn for whether you work or not, whether you recruit or not, whether you load your airtime or not. This is money that is going to be coming your way every month on the 15th as a salary. You know, some people call it advance, yeah, because when you earn on the 15th, it's advance, and you earn at the end of the month. But here we are. So corporate business, how does it pay you? When you invest a further $75, which, like I said now, 69 plus 75 comes to $144 in total of what you have an option to invest. But 69 is mandatory. That one you have to start off with it. If you so wish, then you move on to 75. So it comes to 144, and you're in business for a whole 5 years. Now, what then is the advantage of you upgrading? Because you begin earning 1% of $55. Out of the 75, the company uses $20 on operational taxes, overheads, and all those kind of stuff. So $55, you earn 1% of that every other month for the next 5 years. And what is the great thing about this? This is going to come your way every other month. And when it does, it means everybody else who joins your team and who also does the upgrading, you earn from them. So you'll not only be earning the $0.55 from your own self, but also from the team, all the way to the 15th level in that manner. So percentages might not mean anything to you now. Let's convert those percentages into real money. You know, let us make them into real money and look at what commissions are you likely to earn just from doing this business. And this is possible. It all depends on how much hunger you have for wealth. How hungry are you to become a millionaire? How hungry are you to earn passive income that makes a difference? Your strategy, your talent, your skill, your input is what will take you here. So just at generation 1, remember we talked about 3 people. If you only bring 3 people at a start, each person earns you $10 when they buy their license, you have $30. These 3 people will continue to load airtime float. They will buy float for utilities. They are going to buy passive income if they upgrade. That's how your money begins to come in. So already you have $30. At the very minimum, you have 0.24, 1.65, and 0.12 just from 3 people, then yourself. Now, if these 3 people continue to replicate the same opportunity to another 3 people and another 3 people, that's how your numbers begin to grow. So remember, we said you will start with 3. The 3 talks to their own 3, you're going to get to 9. When 9 talks to another 3, you're going to be at 27. 27 talking to 3, you're at 81. So this is just 3. And we move and move and move. Look at what happens in generation 7. If we are only talking to 3 people, I'm sure you know about 1,000 people who have mobile phones, but we are only talking about 3. At generation 7, your team has grown by 2,187. Each of them pays you $2. You already have $4,000 in license commission only. Just license, you've done $4,000. Remember, you invested only $144 at the max. Maybe you even invested 69, but here you are with a license commission of $4,374. This has come your way. It can come your way in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year, or never. If you don't work, you don't earn. But if you work, you're definitely going to make money in this business. Why? Because everybody around you has a mobile phone, and who will not want to make money out of a product they will use anyway? Because you'll still buy airtime. Whether you join the business or not, you'll buy airtime. So do you want to make money, or do you want to just keep on buying airtime? Ladies and gentlemen, I personally would be very happy to know that I'm making money out of everything that I must do. You know, if sitting could pay, sleeping could pay, showering could pay, talking could pay, dreaming could pay, can you imagine how much money we would make? But at least now we know shopping and buying airtime are paying. So you want to be part of it. Now the teams continue to grow. What happens? Remember, I said the business pays to the 15th level. 15th level. So if we remain loyal as the company promised us, that you go out there and just talk to three who talks to three who talks to three who talks to three. Trust me, at the 15th level, you will have 14 million loyal customers from all around the world. 14 million. Each of them just $1. How much is that? We are talking $14 million. Are you getting that? $14 million. Look at the floats that you get from these people. So ultimately, the amount of money you make is under your own control. If you want to make zero, be my guest. If you want to make $1,000, go right ahead. If you want to make $14 million, it's all up to you. How long have you been working? How long have you been doing what you're doing today? How many millions have you touched in dollars? That's a question for you, you know? And this can happen in 6 months. It can happen in 1 year. It can happen in 2 years. It can happen in 5 years. It all depends on our input and our commitment and our effort. So again, I will ask the same question. How long have you been doing what you've been doing all this other time? How many millions of dollars has it brought to you? Ladies and gentlemen, you are staring at a blank check right in front of you. Do you know a church? Do you know a chama? Do you know a society? Do you know many people? Do you know influencers? This is your opportunity. This is the time for us to jump in and make this happen. But even if we don't talk about the millions of people, what happens if you only earn $5 every month from 1,000 people? Won't $5,000 change your life? Won't $1,000 every month change your life? Well, it's up to us to start it. That is what I am part of, and I am so, so proud to be part of this. And so finally, as we go to the success steps, it's all about starting. If you do not start, you do not experience. So sign up if you haven't, buy your license today. And like we said, we have people who are ready to help. If you need the $69 and you need to buy the AVS dollars, just talk to the person who invited you and you will figure out how to get this, because currently we have a challenge with the M-Pesa payment system. And so we have people who are already in the office who have the AVS dollars, and they will be able to send it to your wallet. Then you can use it to buy and even to upgrade. Today, we had people buying licenses from Kenya and from Uganda, and it's amazing, you know, to see this happening. So sign up, recommend, continue to load airtime, and upgrade. That is the only way you're going to be able to succeed. So as we said, when you sign up, you're going to get this kind of a form, fill it up with all those details. This takes 2 to 3 minutes and you are done. It is very, very easy. You know, put your username, first name, last name, put your country, select all that, get an upline number from the person who invited you, and boom, you are signed up. You know, when you are signed up, this is the first user interface you're going to get as a customer who now needs to upgrade to a partner. When you buy your license, then the middle opportunity is what shows when you've bought a license. Now you are no longer a customer, you've become a partner. Now, when you become a partner, you have the option to upgrade your license, and you can see the upgrade button disappears, and now you begin to earn passive income. Simple steps, powerful, amazing business. And so what then happens after that? We move on, and you have all the opportunity to do what you must do with this app. Load your airtime, buy license, buy the floats, make money. So when you are making money, what then happens? Remember, any business is a business, and I cannot talk about it as a big business if it is not making you money. All the commissions that come in, go to your AVS wallet, and they go to your AVS wallet as dollars. You know, this is money. This is real money. So you have utility commissions as dollars. You have license commission as dollars. You have airtime commission, bulk airtime, or even you receive money from other people in the business as dollars. This is your money. You have all the right to withdraw it, to use it, and to buy what you want to buy with it. The more, the merrier. So do you have a car you've been admiring? Do you have a house you've been admiring? Do you have a holiday destination you've always wanted to go? Here is your chance to fill your wallet with dollars. You know, So you can use the dollars to purchase utility float, to buy airtime float. You can even use it to upgrade your license or to buy a license for anybody else, because it is real money, it is dollars, and you have all the power to withdraw it. You know, if you don't want to withdraw it from your wallet, well and good. If you want to move it to your bank, if you want to move it to your mobile money like M-Pesa, to your cryptocurrency account, it is all your money. When it comes in, you can take it out and use it the way you want to use it. Obviously, there is a caveat in terms of the number of times you can withdraw, and you do that and the minimums, but that is your money. You use it and use it to your level best. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've just said, that when you want to withdraw your money, it is all there. You can withdraw to mobile, you can withdraw to the bank, you can withdraw to crypto. That's how powerful this business model is. Loyalty, fastest moving consumer product, greatest system on earth, numbers that are constantly growing, compensation plan that works and develops into very powerful system. And now finally, you know, when I said cents making sense, remember, we started only earning 0 point something, and you can go all the way to 14, 15, 16 million dollars. It's all up to how you work. So there we go. Thank you for listening. I'm glad that we're able to take you to that level. So now it is your time. If you've downloaded the app, it's your time to buy the license. Talk to people, bring in all the influencers you know, bring in all the managers, the leaders, the chairmans, the churches, the organizations. Everybody makes money when we all spend. And that is how powerful this business is. So it's time for you to take action. If you do, well and good. If you don't, others have already done it and they will continue to do it. So let's continue to do this. Let's make money. Let's empower each other. This is the best way to get poverty out of our jurisdiction. Kick poverty out, because people have mobile phones, people load airtime, people pay utility bills. All that is converted into income. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening. It has been a pleasure for the night. I'll hand it back over to Anastasia Mutunga, our amazing partner, to pick it up from there, so that if we have any questions, they will be answered. If you have any concern, if you want to buy your license, you will be helped right away. That's what we are waiting for. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Over now. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You can stop recording. All right.